Hi guys, how are we? I hope everybody is doing well. I thought I'd sit down and film September favorites. I guess it's kind of August, September. It's been a hot minute since I did favorites. And I was looking over everything and I realized, I think somebody else posted a favorites video and I realized it's been a minute since I did favorites. So I have a slew of randomness chilling in front of me on the floor and I thought we would chat through all of it. Surprisingly, not as many things that I can't physically show you today because I haven't been watching as many TV shows, but yeah, let's get into all the favorites for the month. So first things first, my Kindle. I'm just gonna kind of work around. I love this thing. I have been on a serious reading kick for the last month heavily. It tends to come about this time of year. I don't know what it is, but I was looking back through my Goodreads calendar or going back in to record books that I had reread and such, and like sometimes it'll tell you the first date that you read them, and a lot of them were like this time 2 years ago or this time a year ago. So I've been super loving this guy. It's just made everything a lot easier travel wise and just being able to read wherever in the house. I do love a good hardback book if it's something I want to take notes in or I really want to underline in. And it's obviously more aesthetically pleasing and great for me to show you guys, but I'm kind of limited on space right now, so I've been really enjoying this. I've also been using another round of the Kindle Unlimited trial, and Amazon's really great about having Kindle books that you can kind of swap in and out and rent from them. So that's one thing. Along with that, I meant to write down, I didn't, I'm glad I remembered, is Audible. This sounds like an Amazon sponsored ad. It's not. I've been using Audible again. I go through waves of that too, but I've been downloading books as I've seen fit. I did put a recent blog post up about like the 5 books I feel like are even better on audiobook. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave that link down below. But I have been loving that again. I've downloaded a couple of different ones. There's a Harry Potter History of Magic coming out next month I'm really excited about. And I also have been listening to Emma again, the Jane Austen novel. It's got a couple of different narrators. So there's quite a few. I've kind of been going back and forth with that, but it's been great for kind of giving me a different background when I'm in the gym or when I'm traveling, or if I want to go for a walk instead of a run or in the kitchen and such. So I've been loving a lot of Audible, or I guess a lot of books this month, whether it is a audiobook or a Kindle. Second category. So I have a lot of food this month. Actually, I have a lot of drinks this month. And I'm not quite sure how that happened. Maybe it's because I've been toying with intermittent fasting that I tend to drink a little bit more than I normally would because I have those fasting windows. But I'm a massive like drink person in general. And so you'll find, I joke that I'm like a 2 to 3 drink person like at all times. So there's normally always a water floating around me, and then there's like a tea or coffee kind of drink, and then some kind of sparkling something. Just that's generally what's in my vicinity, and that it might change from kombucha to one of these 3 drinks, but I always end up with like 3 drinks. It's just a thing. So I actually just emptied this guy into here. So this is the Zevia cream soda. I have gone on and off this one for a couple of different months, but right now I've been loving that again. It's great for my little sweet cravings if I have them, and I love that it's caffeine free, so I don't have to worry about remembering when I'm drinking it. I try to have like a caffeine limit and cut it off at noon. Hasn't been too stellar with that lately, but it's nice because it doesn't have any of the artificial like coloring in it. It doesn't have caffeine, so it is a good alternative. And then I'm currently obsessed with LaCroix in coconut. LaCroix, however you say this name. The coconut is my current flavor. I like a few different ones, but that's like the one that I keep picking out consistently. And then Spindrift. If you haven't tried Spindrift, it's another sparkling water as well, except for this one has a bit of fruit in it. So the LaCroix doesn't have any calories in it, Spindrift does, but they came out with a real squeezed fruit. It's a half tea, half lemon combo, and somehow it's exactly what you would expect from it. So I've been loving this guy. These are kind of the 3 drinks that I rotate between during the day. Right now we're on a Zevia, and I'll probably end up drinking the other 2. And then snack-wise, was kind of a dangerous discovery for me. And I knew that I wanted to include in my favorites, but I'd forgotten about it. And then something reminded, I saw something similar to it in the grocery store yesterday, and I just had craving, like I couldn't walk out without them. And they are these organic rice cakes from Lundberg Farms, I think is how you say it. The name's kind of covered right now. And it is the caramel corn flavor. Yes, rice cakes are on my list this month. When I was fully plant-based, this was one of the things that I was sad that they didn't make a version that like I could have. And so I saw them in the grocery store the other day, and I was like, yeah, I probably can't have those, you know, whatever. Like, I'm used to there being some kind of dairy or something in them that I can't have. And I picked it up and it said vegan on the back, and I was like, I kind of wish that I didn't know that, because now I just eat them all. So I try to keep these like in limited quantities, or I go with my, like, if I don't see it, I don't necessarily gravitate towards it policy. That's how I keep things in the house without eating them all the time. So personally, that's what works best for me. But those are a favorite. I love them. Yeah, it's a rice cake, but it's still like, I have a thing for crunchy, and I have a thing for like salty and sweet. Like, and this just kind of fits everything. Like, I would pick this over Boom Chicka Pop, and I love Boom Chicka Pop, but I would pick those. I have one supplement this month, and I really stripped down my supplements. I'm getting ready to make some changes there. This video will go up after that one. So I'm about to film my hormonal health video, but that would have already gone live. So you'll know that I'm making adjustments to the supplements. But right now, as I'm filming this, I only have one, and it is the Seed Probiotic. This is the female daily synbiotic. And I've tried quite a few probiotics. I actually filmed a box of empties, so I have some of those in front of me. The Renew Life one has been a favorite for a while, but I really have been like heavily focusing on my gut health for quite a few reasons. And so I have been stripping everything back and kind of starting and building again. And this probiotic was something that Kelly LeVeque had mentioned, and because I'd stripped back so heavily on my probiotics, I thought, you know, I'll try it. And I did. I've got like a few days left of this bottle, and my next month is already on its way. And I really like it. It's working really well for me. I feel like it's definitely helping with my digestion. Again, I mean, I'm only a month into it, so obviously, hopefully those things will continue to grow. But for me, this has been a massive, like, just love. One, it doesn't have to be refrigerated, which is great. Two, they give you a bottle for travel, so I just can set that in there, and it's just so easy to kind of like get into my routine because of that. I set it beside of my bed and I take it every night. So that's been nice to just be like, it's a definitive part of my routine, and it works really well for me. So if you're looking for a new probiotic, this one you can't get in store, but I'm a massive fan of Seed, so I would definitely check that out. Skincare and makeup, and then I have some hair stuff. So skincare wise, none of these are new, but they're like re-fall in loves. The Witch Hazel Aloe Vera formula, the Lavender. This is, I feel like I normally keep a bottle of this around because it has multiple uses. I use a mixture of this, and I can't remember what else, as a part of my yoga mat cleaner. It's a Yoga by Adrienne recipe, so that's great. These are super easy to get a hold of there at Target. They're not crazy like expensive, which is nice, but it's also just really good quality products. So I've been using this along with my Tula toner, and I just love this, especially because I had that peel last month. It's really kind of had to strip it back, so when I need more gentle skincare, this is really great. And I've been rotating things a little bit more in, and so this is kind of a staple, but I've been really loving this again because it's nice and that it's really functional. It works really great. It's super simple. The ingredients are awesome, and it's very affordable, which is a high point on my list. Another not new item that I've been reaching for again in my collection is the Glow Peel Pads by Pixi. I talked about these a ton last year. I am at the bottom of my acid toner right now, and I remember that I had these, and because these are already pre-soaked and I haven't finished using them, I really didn't want them to like dry out. So I've been like trying to work through using these again, but I've just noticed, particularly since I've started seeing an esthetician and kind of making skincare more of a target, how lovely they are and just how smooth my skin feels after using them. And again, I love that they're super affordable. So perfect for travel, perfect for being affordable. They just work really nice. I love how soft they make my skin feel. All right, sorry guys, my foot's falling asleep. So I've mentioned these guys before and I've talked about them a couple of different times, but one of the things is that I feel like I've really narrowed down which ones are like my thing, and they're the Pacifica sheet masks. I talked a lot last year about the Dr. Dart one, and I still really love the Dr. Dart one, but I wanted something that was going to be a little bit better for my skin. And so when I tried these and quickly fell in love, I've been like obsessed with them. But I really tend to like to use a sheet mask when I need that extra boost of hydration, or if I've had like a long night out. So when I travel, I was at a wedding last weekend. Typically when I travel, I will always pack 1 or 2 of these because they're just a good, like if I've had a late night, I've had a night out, I just want a little like mini pamper sesh, I will pop one of these on. I'm sure they'd be even better in the fridge, but these are my 2 favorites so far, and it's the Disobey Time and the Stress Rehab. So the pink and the blue ones. These are my current favorites. A lot of the other ones, there's one that's like a baby blue one that has hyaluronic acid in it that I need to try again. I don't necessarily use them for like the detoxing effects or whatever those might be, but as far as like hydration goes and just really kind of soaking into my skin and feeling really lush, I'm obsessed with them. They're my favorite. I still don't like the fact that they don't go far enough this way on your face and they're too long this way. That is like my soapbox with those, but I do love them, and I love that you can get them at a deal occasionally if you watch Target's prices or Ulta's prices. Okay, hair care wise. Some of this won't be surprising at all. Some of this will be. And one of these is I love it, but. So, first things up, the IGK Down and Out Dirty Spray. This isn't new in my stuff. I've had this for a couple of months. I picked this up, or I had Elena grab it for me a while ago simply because I'd heard about it and I wanted to try it. But I watched a tutorial the other day and Kaylee and Melissa kind of used it in hers as like an alternative to beach wave spray. And so I've been really using it again and finding like my home with it, and that's been a good kind of spot for it. So I love this, especially if you're somebody who feels like you have to wash your hair a lot, but you need the grit and texture to get what you want with your hair. Like you need 2 or 3 day hair to get what you want to do with your hair accomplished, but you can't wait that long. That's great for that. So I also have a couple of Kristin products this month that I hadn't tried, but I have mentioned in the vlog. So if you are keeping up with the weekly vlogs, you would have seen these. 2 of them are more of the conditioning side. So the leave-in conditioner. I have been a religious user of my Beauty Protect and Detangle spray for forever, and I still love it, but I really wanted to try this. I mean, I figured it would be a good thing to test out, and if you follow Kristin S on Instagram, she's really good about kind of telling you how to combine products, how to use them, what she recommends for her clients. So I wanted to kind of give this a go. So this has been really great at leaving my hair soft and giving me shine. And then I've been pairing it up with the Reconstructive Moisture Mask. And I went and got my hair colored like 2 weeks ago. And I always try to wash and clean my hair before I go in. Just because I don't necessarily want to like have to sift through, you know, however many layers of dry shampoo and all that other stuff. So I try to go in and like make sure that my hair is as strong as it can be before I'm putting the chemicals on top of it. And so I used this little combo the night before, and then I let it air dry, and my hair was just so soft. It makes such a difference. And the nice thing about this mask is that you can use it in the shower. So I tend to reach for it on the days where I need to like do all the shaving and just like let it sit, and it works out really great. So I've been loving those 2. They've kind of been like a duo for me. I've only been washing my hair like once or twice a week right now. So for right now, I have been using it quite regularly. But it's been helping to kind of give my hair that extra strength and make it really soft. And then I finally got around to trying the Kristin S Purple Shampoo. And this is my I love it but. So I love it. I love that it tones my hair. I think it's done a really good job at helping to keep my tone where I want it to be, but it does not lather like it needs to. And that's a problem for me. I know that I was discussing this with Elena, and she mentioned that like once you she kind of got to the bottom of the bottle, it would just like fall out of her hand. So I find that I need to mix it with something else to really get my hair as clean as I want it to be, because it just doesn't necessarily lather as much, but the toning is on point. So if they can fix the lathering bit, we'd be good. But right now, I like it for the toning now, and so I'm willing to mix it with a little bit of whatever I need to mix it with to make it work. So I only have one beauty item this month, and I've tried a couple of things, and I don't know if it's just that I'm not like there enough to be like, I love this, I adore this product, but this one I do, and it's the Vita Liberata Beauty Blur. I'm actually not wearing it today, but I still have been loving a bit more of that like more natural kind of glow as far as my makeup goes, and this has been a pretty regular contender. I got it in medium, I believe. So yeah, it's in latte. So this is the medium dark, so it definitely gives me more warmth to my skin, but it does exactly what you think it do. It kind of blurs everything out. It makes everything really smooth. So I've been wearing this with like just concealer quite a bit, and I'm really enjoying it. And it has organic technology, whatever the heck that means. I've been testing this along with one of their soft tanners, and I'm really enjoying Zevia Liberata. Can't speak, but that is one of my favorites of the month. It has been a go-to, and every time I like edit and see photos and look at my skin, I'm like, oh, my makeup looks really pretty that day. It's typically that. So this is a jewelry holder. I snagged this guy during the Nordstrom sale in July. I'd wanted a travel jewelry holder for a while. So it holds, I still have stuff in here from recent travel. So it holds your rings and other little bits and bobs right there. And then you can kind of attach your necklaces there and keep them separated. So this has been great just because it's not too big, and I love that it gives me a designated place to put my jewelry when I'm traveling. So like at night when I take it off, I know exactly where everything is. It has a safe place, and it kind of helps me just keep track of it and make sure that it's nice, not tangling, you know, that I'm not chucking my rings and bags and they're getting dirty. It just makes that really simple, but it's not super massive, which is great. I don't tend to travel with a lot of jewelry. My jewelry isn't all like organized and out right now, so I tend to reach for it a lot less. And so that has kind of been helping me want to travel with more jewelry, and that way I can still maintain keeping it organized. So there's a video coming up in the next couple of weeks, and you'll see I did a full like closet, kind of a clean out, kind of a fall capsule wardrobe. I'm kind of moving more towards that capsule wardrobe style, but we're not quite there. So I pulled this bag out as kind of a reminder, and because I've been loving it again this month. This is from Ted Baker. I got this for Christmas last year, and it's just a little bit of a side body bag. It's got the long cord. This little flappy bit likes to come undone quite easily, so that's a bit of an annoyance. But the biggest thing, and the reason that I pulled this out to kind of talk about with you guys, is that I'm honestly really loving my closet like rejig. It's just been so nice. And now I know that, like, I joke because we don't really do seasons here in Florida, so I'm looking outside right now and all the leaves are still very much green. Like there's like this much brown, so it's not like I really need to like swap out a seasonal wardrobe here. That's not a thing. But I did really pull back a lot of summer stuff and just took the time to like shift how everything's organized and kind of like just, it was small tweaks that have made a difference. Pulling summer shoes back and really putting out what I felt like I would really want to wear and style for the fall season in front of myself visually has made a difference. And just going through and touching everything in your wardrobe really gives you a better idea of what you have. So when you're going to pick outfits in, you're like, oh, I know that I have that. So my fall closet organization has been a huge like favorite and thing that I've been loving over the last couple of weeks, along with that. And then the last item is completely random, and if you see me in videos and vlogs and all of the above, it is these glasses. Well, it's blue light glasses in general. These are new, but these are actually my current faves right now. So I snagged a pair of blue light glasses, I think in July, just because I wanted to see how they would work, what they would do for me, if I felt like they made a difference, especially because I spend a lot of time on my computer, on my phone, on my laptop, like, you know, on my Kindle, all of the above. So I snagged a pair of blue light glasses, and I really they make a big difference. I think I've mentioned them in favorites before, but these guys are new. These are from J. Crew, and quite a few people have been offering blue light glasses, which is nice. So there are more options to find a better style suited to your face. But I just love them in general. I can edit videos with them. I can't edit photos with them because they do change the color, so it's not accurate if I want to see what I'm editing, but they do really kind of help pull down the eye strain, and it's nice if you're looking at a lot of screens or if you just feel like you're getting an extra headache or your eyes are straining. So I would highly recommend them. They are my favorite. I have been enjoying them. I've invested in a few more pairs just so that I have them and I'm not like tracking the one pair around all the time. But there are a couple of different brands that are starting to offer them, and I know that Key, that does the sunglasses, they have some that are coming out soon that I'm really excited about as well. And yeah, that is all my favorites from the month. I know I've been babbling quite a bit. It's going to be one of those videos, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that some of these favorites will put you on the market for some new things if you're looking for stuff. I feel like favorites is almost like a mini review, a little roundup. So I do have an empties video coming soon, which is another good way to kind of get reviews going on. And there's always reviews going up on the blog. But if there's something that you want to see or you want to know more about or you have questions about, just leave it in the comments below and let me know. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You matter to me. I'm so glad that you're here. And I will see you all in my next video, probably on Wednesday, for a weekly vlog. Bye, guys.